And for somebody who doesn't like know what the vision is or have an idea of how to go about that, like how do I get a vision, or how do I start with like vision?
I mean, I think you just go back to the basics. What is it that you like? You know, what is it that you have a passion for? What inspires you? And from that perspective, or sometimes something you want to change. You know, I feel like you can go to sleep, and when you wake up, you still feel like, oh my gosh, I need to change this, or I need to do 1, 2, 3 things. That thing or that feeling that doesn't go away, that's where you start from. You know, and then from there, like you, for example, I remember when you were age 15. I don't know if it's 15 or 16.
Yeah, something like that, around that.
Yeah, in high school, basically. And
Yeah.
you had a passion to just take photos.
Yeah.
And I mean, you didn't know where to start, but at least that passion was kind of igniting you to do the things that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And that's where you start, with your passion or with your gifting, or whatever it is that comes to your mind at that age.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because I think you don't have to start like super big. You could correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But you have to start somewhere with like vision, because it kind of gives you direction like in life, and it gets bigger. I think that's something that I didn't know when I was starting like whatever I started.
Yeah.
Because I like at that point I was focused on like one thing, but then one thing led to the other, and then so on, and like that's why we're here. Because I think when I was 15 or 16, I don't know what year that was, but that was before I wrote that I wanted to do a podcast, and this was like in 2017, dude.
Yes.
That I wanted to do a podcast that focused like on young people, but I didn't even know how I would go about that. But it's like it led from like a smaller thing, and it just kind of grew and then became bigger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can attest to that. Even you having that passion for photos, I can imagine at that time you never saw how big of a thing it would turn out to be. Now you have your own studio.
Yeah.
You know, you have your own events that you're doing.
Yeah.
So it really starts. I think of it as a seed. Yeah. So your passion is just a seed.